482. I was supposed to stop, and I'm still going. As creepy as this is, I'm having a lot of fun. I just told the crocodile. Carl just told me, really think I'm adorable in my normal crocodile form? And I told him, of course I do. I was just caught off guard because I actually bumped into you and was about to apologize, but then I see a massive roach in front of me. Frick that. Colonel looks a bit sheepish as you mentioned how you were going to apologize for bumping into him, but instead you met with his roach-sized form instead. Oh, yeah, I bet you weren't expecting to meet a massive roach. Oh, heck no. But I'm back to my normal self now, which I'm relieved about. I'm sure my roach form made you really uncomfortable. He fidgets noticeably a bit as he says that. I'm sorry I accidentally bumped into you. Kron smiles and shakes his head to dismiss your apology. Nah. You don't have to apologize. It was a complete accident. You had nothing to be sorry for. You didn't know I was there, and you didn't do it on purpose. It's fine, I promise. What was that curse you were talking about? Kronos sighs out as he mentions the curse, rubbing the back of his head while looking embarrassed. Ah, yes, the curse. It's a pretty straightforward curse. Whenever I meet a human that doesn't like my bug form, the curse transforms my body into whatever bug that specific person's most afraid of. What the frick? I don't like that. That's even worse. That's why I transferred in front of you. You have a fear of bugs, don't you? So the curse turned me into a roach. I'm afraid of a lot of bugs. But how did the curse know that was the one I was the most afraid of? Crown seems surprised you questioned how the curse knew what you were afraid of, but he rubs his head and chin in thought. I'm not exactly sure how the curse works. As far as my guess goes, the curse can sense the human's fear when they see me transform, and it'll transform me into whatever bug that human's most afraid of in return. It doesn't care whether it's a bug that the human is just a bit nervous around. No, it'll only transform me into the bug that human is absolutely terrified of. Oh, heck no. Who put that curse on you? Colonel looks down and sighs in disappointment as you ask that, and he fidgets awkwardly for a few moments, not wanting to admit something. It was a human. I was out walking for myself a month ago when this human came along and put the curse on me. They told me it was because I was a big, ugly bug and that I didn't deserve any friends. Somebody called you ugly? Question mark? That's awful. I think you're adorable. Colonel smiles shyly again, blushes a tiny bit at my comment. He looks down as he speaks, rubbing the back of his head nervously. You, you really think I'm adorable? Even after I look like a massive roach? I know you didn't do it on purpose. Period. I just hate roaches a lot. That's why the first thing you saw me do was shaking. Colonel feels sad again when you mention how much you hate roaches, and he rubs the back of his head awkwardly again. Yeah, I was afraid that you'd hate me when I saw how you reacted to me in my roach form. No one ever likes me when a curse picks a bug they don't like. They just run away in terror. I'm just glad you didn't try to attack me. Carl seems appalled that you'd think you would attack me. He looks shocked as he speaks, shaking his head quickly. Of course I wouldn't attack you. I'm still the same friendly crocodile on the inside, no matter what form the curse turns me into. I would never intentionally try to hurt anyone. I know now that you wouldn't. But remember, we didn't know each other when I bumped into you, so I didn't know whether you would attack me. Would attack me or not. Dude, I said attack! We didn't know each other when I bumped into you, so I didn't know if you would attack me. Kron nodded his head at that, realizing that you didn't know anything about him at first, and you wouldn't know if he'd be a danger to you or not. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You had no clue about me, and you hadn't met me before. I was transformed the first time. I understand. Don't worry. If you honestly didn't say anything, I probably would have ran away. I'm glad you spoke up. Kron nodded understanding, looking and sounding slightly relieved. Yeah, I'm glad I spoke up too. I didn't want to scare you off, especially when this the first human that's been okay with my bug forms. I didn't want to lose you immediately. Then, out of nowhere, I feel somebody hit me in the back of the head while saying, "You like bugs? Ew!" Oh, heck no. Out of nowhere, I feel somebody hit me in the back of the head while saying, "You like bugs? Ew!" Colonel's expression quickly changes as he sees you suddenly get hit in the back of the head, and he stands there shocked and confused. What the? Who did that? Then, before I could say anything, it happened again. Somebody said, "Ew, you are a weirdo. You love bugs." And then hit me in the head again. Oh, heck no. Colonel was absolutely furious now, his eyes narrowing in rage when he sees that you were hit on the head twice by some unseen person. Hey! Who's doing that? Stop that! Don't hit my friend! Oh, he's actually getting defensive too. Then the person behind me says, "Why would I stop? He loves you in your bug form." Oh, heck no. Carl stands in front of me to shield me, his expression looking almost protective as he shouts at the hidden person behind you. "So what if he does, huh? I can't help that I get transformed into random bug forms. Are you trying to give him a concussion or something?" Know how crazy people are? There probably is. Then the person says, "Anybody that loves bugs deserves to be hit in the head." I don't love bugs. Trust me on that. I only accepted him because it was a crocodile. If that was any other Pokemon, whether he was nice or not, if it was anything but one of the line I love, I would probably run the opposite direction as quick as possible. Cronon feels absolutely furious at the person behind you, and his protective stance becomes tense as he speaks through his teeth angrily. "Why the frick do you think that? You'd actually hit someone just because they like bugs? Are you serious?" Mm. That isn't the person that turned you into that bug curse. Put the curse on you, is it? Carl looks down at you as he mentioned that thing into himself. He shakes his head after a couple of moments and thought, "No, I don't think it is. This person sounded like a kid or a teen. The person that initially put the curse on me sounded like a grown adult." Then, right before I could say anything, we could hear the person say, "Bugs are gross. The fact that you would want to be friends with a Pokemon that can transform into one disgusts me. You're an awful person. Oh my gosh. Her part like bugs are gross. The fact that you would want to be friends with a Pokemon that can transform into one disgusts me. You're an awful person. Uh, Crocodile can't believe his ears as he listens to the person behind you insult you like that. He looks at you horrified and he looks like he's ready to fight this person. He suddenly reaches back to grip my arm and gently tugs you behind him as he speaks. Hey, get behind me. I try to get behind the Pokemon, but before I could, I feel somebody hit me in the head again. Oh heck no, who's doing that? Crocodile's in disbelief as the person behind me suddenly hits me on the back of the head again. He can feel his blood boil with anger now, his voice rising to a shout as he tries to get a better idea of where the attack came from. Hey! I said stop that, you coward! Don't you dare hit him again! Uh-oh. Right before I got behind the Pokemon, I could feel somebody trying to hit me in the head again, but they barely missed. Crocodile growls in anger when he sees that the person behind me nearly hit me again, and his grip on my arm tightens slightly to keep me close to him. Dang it! Stop missing, and come where I can see you, you coward! The person then idiotically admits that they are terrified of bugs. You idiot. Uh-oh. Cronon glares at the person as they finally admit that they're afraid of bugs, and the expression on his face becomes smug. Uh-oh! Oh, you're terrified of bugs, huh? That's why you've been cowardly hitting my friend repeatedly, right? You're too scared to even show your face. Oh. The person then sounds a little terrified and tries to get out of it by saying, No, you didn't hear me say that. You idiot. Cronon just smirks as he hears that, and he crosses his arms as he calls the person out on their lie. You're a terrible liar. You know that? Because I did hear you say that, you idiot. Then we could hear the person mumble under their breath, say, Dang it, I made the one Pokemon mad that could turn into any bug. Oh, you idiot. Cronon continues to smirk, looking quite satisfied now as he laughs, almost mocking the person. Yeah, You did. And I can transform into any bug I want, anytime I want. So I suggest you beat it before I decide to transform into something real terrifying. You dig? I love the fact that he just said you dig. That's hilarious. That sounds like something Crocodile would say if he could speak. So it sounds like if you want to point that would be like a angsty teenager where he's like, yo, and you dig? Like that's actually perfect. The person then sounds terrified and says, no, please don't. I hate bugs. Uh-oh. Crocodile almost laughs at the sound of the person sounding terrified now. His smirk spreads across his face, and it's clear that he's amused at how much this person is scared now. Aww, you're scared now? You're begging me not to transform into something you'll be terrified of now? Too late! You shouldn't have hit my friend in the back of the head twice, you jerk! Uh-oh! Uh-oh! You really hissed the crocodile today! Then the person starts begging. Please, no! Don't do it! Oh, boy. Chrono looks satisfied as he listens to the person practically begging him now. He takes a step forward with arms still crossed, looking smug and amused by this. Oh, and why not? You seemed pretty gleeful when you were repeatedly hitting my friend in the back of the head. Don't you think it's only fair I return the favor? Why shouldn't I just transform into something terrifying now? Then the person says, well, for one, your friend is terrified, right? Of bugs? What if you scare him again? Oh no. Conan pauses at that, his expression and attitude faltering for a few moments as he listens to the person's point. After a few moments of thought, he looks back at me with a questioning frown. Is that true? Did I really terrify you and scare you off if I transformed again? As long as you're not trying to attack me, I don't really care. But if you do become something terrifying, do not try walking too close to me. Carnard's understanding when you say that, and he looks back at the direction of the person who's still hiding behind me. I won't try to attack you. I promise. I won't even come closer to you if that'll make you feel better. But I am going to teach that guy a little lesson if that's okay with you. Please do. My head is pounding thanks to him. Cron nods sharply and he looks at the person who's hidden behind you. Good, because this brat needs to be taught a lesson, and I'm going to be the one to do it. Chrono seems to focus for a few moments as if he's trying to mentally pick a bug form until he suddenly looks up at the person with a malicious glee. Uh-oh! The person sees the Pokemon's evil look and is starting to really freak out. Now Crocodile grins maliciously, enjoying the look of fright on the person's face as he watches intently how they begin to freak out. He looks like he's enjoying taunting them as he speaks in a menacing tone. Yeah, that's right, you should be afraid. You should be terrified. You shouldn't have hit my friend in the back of the head, you jackbot. The person then swallows really hard and begs again. Please, don't. I don't understand how your friend even stayed near you in that roach form. Please don't do it to me. Mmm. Person then swallows really hard and begs again. Please don't. I don't understand how your friend even stayed near you in that roach form. Please don't do it to me. Oh. Guys, I'll be right back.